Number 7 on our list is The Hollow Men by T.S. Eliot from 1925. Eliot is best known for his poem The Wasteland, which he wrote while in a sanatorium after having a nervous breakdown. He was arguably the 20th century's single most influential writer. Most of his great works are too long for our list, like The Wasteland, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock, and 4 quartets. But The Hollow Men, which some critics see as a kind of continuation to The Wasteland, is undoubtedly a fantastic poem and lands like a thunderbolt. Eliot was born in 1888 in Missouri. Apparently, when he was 16 years old, he wrote the line, "For time is time and runs away." Academically brilliant, Eliot finished his undergraduate and master's degree at Harvard in just 4 years, then went on to complete his PhD. He renounced his Unitarian and American background and was baptized by the Anglican Church of England and made a British citizen in 1927. First, the double epigraph, "Mr. Kurtz, he dead," and "A penny for the old guy." The first from Conrad's Heart of Darkness, and the second a historical reference to the annual commemoration of King James's survival of an assassination attempt. Kurtz, who becomes a kind of god, is dead at the end of Conrad's story. And Guy Fawkes, the rebel who tried to kill King James, is mocked by children holding up a dummy filled with straw. Neither is a hero. Both are reduced to nothing. In the film Apocalypse Now, the character of Colonel Kurtz, played by Marlon Brando, reads lines from this poem, and the film is based on Conrad's story. Eliot uses fragments throughout The Hollow Men, and it feels as if the poem is stitched together. The poem itself feels like a kind of scarecrow, which it alludes to in its opening lines. Eliot uses sibilants, the repetition of the S sound in the opening section, with the words headpiece, alas, voices, grass, cellar, etc. That dry whisper echoes through the hollow spaces inside what used to be men with a belief in God, which I think, in true Nietzschean fashion, Eliot is saying has died. There is the image of man, but he lacks spiritual substance and fortitude. There are also fragments of prayer, the kind of phrases a person might remember who used to go to church but no longer does. The prayer breaks down and fragments, just like human beings have. For thine is, and for thine is the. The word kingdom appears 9 times in the poem, but is gone by the end. Belief has become an aborted act. There is also a theme of suspension and paralysis. Eliot repeats the word between the idea and the reality, between the motion and the act, between the conception and the creation. The world was indeed between 2 great world wars, but spiritually, internally, the world was between belief in God and belief in something else, something that hasn't come yet. The thing I love about Eliot's poetry is that he incorporates the rhythms of nursery rhymes. There is something so satisfying about nursery rhymes that we rarely ever hear again after that young age. But Eliot brings it back. Here we go round the prickly pear. It's playful and also returns us to the innocence of childhood. Likewise, the end of the poem, the end of the world, is not dramatic, apocalyptic, or biblical, but a childlike cry of pain. This is the way the world ends, not with a bang, but a whimper.